Howdy. Hey, what are we doing? Hey, welcome. Will you be happy with them? Wow. Will you be happy with them? Will you be happy with them? I don't know who your them are or is. So let's see if you will be happy with them. Now listen, you clicked on this reading. Okay, you did it to yourself. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I'm going to say what's coming through to the best of my ability. And I'm going to need you to do your part and glean what you need to glean from the reading. Okay? All right. Don't come for me talking about this, that, and the third. You clicked on the reading. All right? I'll see you in your reading. 1, 2, 6, and 8 timestamps are in the description box below. I'll see you in your bio. I get money. I'm a star. Star. Hey, part 1. Hey, part 1. Star. Will you be happy with them? I get money. I'm a star. Okane kasegu. Onera wa star. Okane kasegu. Watashi wa star. Kira. Tashi wa star. Will you be happy with them? You have the Page of Wands, the Moon in reverse, the Three of Cups. Okay. Instinctively, my answer is like, no! Right? If we were doing, wow, the Tower, insane. If we were doing the lives and this is a quick one, I don't know, probably say no. But there's more to this than meets the eye. Will you be happy with them? Honestly, time would determine it. Okay? Time and how you two fashion the dynamic, especially you, because you're the one who you can control in your life, that will determine the happiness that you have. The Moon in reverse, honestly, even if the moon was in the upright, I feel like it would still give me the same response of TBD, to be determined. So this is giving me vibes of, if you are someone who's aware of your triggers, there's going to be even more triggers that you couldn't have realized you had that were living in your subconscious, and maybe unconscious, I guess, that you were not conscious or cognizant of, that would come up in this dynamic that you would need to face, right? Shadows and the like that, or even like light stuff, right? That you would need to face. It's the same thing, honestly. Shadows and light is the same thing, because good things can live in the shadow as well. Stereotypically, good things can live in the shadow as well. You could be, for instance, if this is romantic, you could want somebody who is financially stable so that you don't have to work, or you can want someone who says, hey babe, just be you. I just wanted you to be happy. And that's something that you want. You're like, hell yeah, that's what I want. And then you meet someone that actually does that, and your ass does not trust it. You don't trust it. That shit triggers you. It's something that is stereotypically good. Not even stereotypically, it's what you wanted. It's good by your own standards, desired by your own standards. But now that you have it, the shadow aspect of this for you is you didn't think you deserved it, didn't think you could have it, didn't think it comes with no strings attached. And now like you're bubbled up, right? Like the stuff that was in your shadow about this great thing supposedly are now coming up to the surface. How you treat this person, how you treat yourself, how you change, all those things start bubbling up. That's just an example of if, even if you know, and even if you don't know, that just seems like, here, will you be happy with them? It kind of depends on you. Now, for some of you, it depends on them. Right? 444. For some of you, it's the opposite. It depends on them and how they respond to the journey that you want to take in this dynamic. right? The Page of Wands is real shit to me. The Page of Wands has been coming up so much. Oh my God. Like, go home, Roger. You know what I mean? Steve. I don't know what they said to Urkel, but like, bye. But yeah, I mean, it's this energy of the road, not the road less traveled, but like beginning a new journey in passion and crush energy, new energy, small step energy, cautious, but still very much driven. And that carries weight to me. Unknown of what lies ahead. And it depends on how you present, right? This is how conscious are you going to be in the steps that you take towards this dynamic. If you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Are you evolved enough, or are you well enough? Are you blah, blah, blah enough within yourself to say like, hey, actually, I've gone through certain changes and I don't want what I had before, so I cannot do what I did before. And so I'm going to move differently, even in the face of someone that I really, really like, or someone who I really want in my world, some, you know, whatever that like situation may be. And for them, it could be you still have that opinion, but maybe they're acting up. And it's like, it still comes back to you, right? If it depends on them, it really still comes back to you of how much are you willing to put up with, especially in regards to the work that you've done to get yourself to this point in your life, right? You may really, really like somebody, really, really be down bad for them. But if they're not giving you the type of dynamic that makes sense for you, the type of dynamic that feels good, and not just in a yay, happy, happy, joy, joy, but like challenging in a good way, not challenging in a negative way. If it's not giving what it needs to be giving, you've worked too hard to only end up in a repeat of past situations that look a little bit different. So what move are you going to make? Right? So it really depends on how well you're able to communicate, move in the truth of what you want. I hope you got that. Three of Cups in reverse was giving me something before. I don't remember what it was giving me. Will you be happy with them? Three of Cups is just kind of an accompaniment to this. I think for some of you, if this is like a friendship, it may be halted. For some of you, perhaps developing more of a friendship would have been better, like a reciprocal friendship would have been better or could be better. For some of you, you don't want friendship, you want something more, right? Like you don't want just a friendship, you want something deeper, which I don't know, but there Cups is giving me something, but I think it probably got mixed up in the message earlier anyway, or represented. And then the Tower is there. So I really think it is like a reckoning. It's giving judgment energy of, will you be happy with them? It depends on your growth and the journey that you want to take. You can absolutely enjoy a dynamic knowing full well that it won't go the distance, because there's still something there that you need to explore and find for yourself. That's why you're drawn to it, right? Because there's something there for you to pick up. And so you can still sort of like hang out and find out what needs to be found out, a la the moon. The World, ending cycles and judgment. Listen. Baby girl, I call everybody a girl. If you are a viewer of this channel, say it with me. Spirit lives in the house of Lumiere. Absolutely. Okay? If you are new, you need to know that Spirit is the citizen prime, the headmaster, the Lord presiding of the Lumination. What were you talking about? What did I say? It's giving what? Judgment. Shut up, please. Spirit says, what's up? I live here. This is my home. What does this mean for you? Spirit hype aside. I'm so humbled. Like, I'm humbled, but like really ecstatic. The spirit just fucking kicks their feet up in the house of Lemire and says, I'm home. Will you be happy with them? I think the question really is like, will this go the distance? For some of you, yeah, right? It could. But it almost feels like for others of you, this more so ends in an experience had than like if you're thinking long term. This feels like a reason and a season. And it could be for some of you that it does evolve with the Judgment here in reverse, only if certain things are left at the altar. If you go through what you need to go through transformational wise, which you have been already, like, I don't want you to get bogged down by this. What is it I need? Like, you will find it, you will see it, and you will make your choice. And you will be happy about the choice that you made. You will feel aligned in that. And for them, same. If they're ready to show up at the altar and exchange what needs to be exchanged for them to go through this portal with you, then yeah, there definitely is a possibility of, in that new era, a different kind of path for you too. But as it stands sort of like right now, we don't know. But it is leaning towards a reason and a season as opposed to like a lifetime. But that could change. There are 3 other piles. You can ask your questions of if this, then that, and see if one of the other piles sort of speaks to you on your if this, then that. Okay, I wish you everything. Thank you so much for being here. And leave me a comment. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. As you see, Spirit lives here. So don't you want to hang out where Spirit hangs out? I mean, it may be a little goofy, but Spirit do be loving the goofballs. All right, babe. See you next time. Bye. Hey, pal 12. 2. Hey, 12. Hey, 2. Hey, pal 2. Wow. 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe you've watched pile 1. And maybe you're here from pile 1. Will you be happy with him? Will you be happy? Will you be sad? La 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 la. Sure. Okay, Sarah. Okay, sure. Whatever will be, will be. Huh. Okay, the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. And the Page of Pentacles, right? And the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Listen, this question is actually proving to be quite difficult. Because I think, will you be happy with them gives like a longevity type question. Whereas the question, could you be happy, like, will you have happy times, is like, yeah, you will, but will you be long-term happy with them seems to be the question. Like, will you stick together, or will you continue to be in each other's lives forever and ever, amen, right? Like, it's kind of really interesting for me. This one is kind of wild. Lots of courties, lots of people. This one's a little complicated, but honestly, so was part 1. We'll get through it though. The Empress, Page of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, the King of Cups, the Seven of Cups in reverse. I will be taking the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. The Death is crazy, but apt. The Hierophant and these 2, the Page of Pentacles. You know what? Let's fucking get them out. Bring them out. Oh, I can't touch that deck anymore. Ugh, repulsed. Bring them up. Will you be happy with them? You could, but it's not going to be ideal. And if you're okay with that, that's fine. This is what some people might call in the future, when they're being honest with themselves, they would say, I settled. They would say, I just thought, you know what? I'm not getting any older. It's time. I don't want to blah, blah, blah. right? If this was like a romantic connection. This thing could end up in marriage if this is a romantic connection. If I'm speaking to somebody who's already married and you're wondering like, will things get better? Will we be happy again? Or will we be happy, period? I'm not sure how to answer that. It feels like more of the same. Okay, there will be more nurture. There will be more care. I guess if there isn't now, like there will be a certain level of like emotional cognizant and nurture. Okay, and like connection in terms of like emotional connection to some degree, and things would be slightly better. But is that because you're just sort of like you've settled into that, right? Like you've settled into that energy. Nine of Cups in reverse is telling me that there could be happy moments, of course, but they won't be, I'm not going to say they're few and far between because that sounds glib, but like there will be happy moments, but it's not as happy as it could have been. That's the vibe I'm getting. There could be children involved in the situation, ties, and things. It does seem like with the Page of Pentacles that there could be some, maybe like some material benefits here that exist and that could assist in a way. This feels like your average marriage. If this was, if I was being serious, if this was like, oh, like I live where I live, and it just kind of seems like people that just got together, and you know, it may not be the happiest of marriages, but that doesn't mean it's miserable. It's not miserable. It's just, you know, this is the person I have, this is the person I'm with, and yeah, we're here. We're not madly in love, but we also don't like hate each other. Like we're comrades in arms. Could it be spicier? Could it be sexier? Yeah, sure, maybe, I guess, but like I'm okay. I have what I need. It's not miserable necessarily. It's just such a weird energy because you have such cute energies here with the Empress and the King of Cups. Like that's not a bad pair. But it's almost like there's too much feminine energy in this dynamic, which is crazy because it's the King of Cups, but it's like there's too much emotion, but not actually enough emotion, like not enough expression of emotion. Maybe things being held back. You stay in your domain, I stay in my domain. I'm going to pull out of like this married couple I'm reading and go to the will you be happy with them, okay? There is a possibility in other news, okay? In other news, there's a possibility that you could be happy with them. I'm not seeing unhappiness. I'm seeing commitment. Okay, Seven of Cups in reverse is commitment to me. You're not looking at other options. You've chosen, this is my lot in life. This is what I've settled on. This is what I'm doing. This is what it is. Let's assume this is romantic, okay? And you take what you need to take from it if it's not romantic. But this is something I'm committed to. This is what it is. And till death, like this is what it is. Okay, so there's that. So with the Nine of Cups in reverse, again, there's this energy of like, it's good, it's fine, it's okay. Is it the best it could be? Is this what I thought it would be? Is this what I hoped it would be? Is this what the little person in me thought like, oh, relationship and love or marriage would be? No. But like, it's not bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's not bad. It's not bad. So will you be happy with them? Yeah, it's possible, right? Like the Empress is here. The King of Cups is here. I would have preferred a different king. Like if we're going to play with kings, the King of Cups is great, right? It's giving me weird vibes. I don't care for it. I don't know which king I would have preferred. The King of Wands would have been a little bit third party-ish. Like there could be third parties here if you're involved, but I feel like you know about them or you instigate them. This is a lot of people, okay? Page, Knight, King, like Empress, Hierophant, like the fuck? Hello? Things may have changed, or this feels like I'm reading a past energy. Things may have changed, and so you think that this is the only, and so you thought this was the only option for you, right? I think this is, if I'm speaking to someone who's in a situation now, I think they thought this was a good option for them, but they weren't fully bought in, but they were like, this is good enough for me. Like, I'll take this, right? And that's not a shade or anything. That's just like what I'm seeing here. Because, I mean, that happens, right? Like, that happens in life, with time immemorial in history. It's just kind of like, this person was nice to me. This person was sweet to me. So I said yes. And like, here we are. Like, this is my lot. This is their lot. This is my partner. And like, this is what it is. Like, look, arranged marriages kind of work like that to some degree, like to a great degree maybe, where this is a pretty good outcome, where like a King of Cups and an Empress, heck yeah. Nine of Cups in reverse, I'll take it over Five of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords, you know what I mean? Like Seven of Cups in reverse, I'll take it over crazier, it's a good situation depending on how you're looking at it. It's like a decent situation, I'll say. Now, for those of you who you're looking at somebody you're not fully committed to, or you are in some type of capacity, things you may have like chosen this because something may have like happened in your world to make you kind of go, you know what, I think I just need to make a choice. Will you be happy with this person? It's possible. It is. I think there are this Knight of Swords and Page of Wands are interesting characters. I'm not getting a read on them. But it's almost like for some of you, maybe it's like, I've had my fun. I think it's time for me to settle down. So if you wanted to settle down with somebody, I mean, the King of Cups is one of the ones that is good. Like, they're going to take care of your heart. King of Pentacles, like, yeah, okay, pockets are lined up, but like, what about my heart? Page of Pentacles is here, so I mean, it's good enough. You know what I mean? Like, things can grow over time, but yeah, this is definitely something where it kind of depends on what you are looking for. If you're looking for marriage, if we're reading this like romantically, if you're looking for a long-term commitment that's kind of like decent, then yeah. If you're looking for, if this is even work, like if you're like, will I be happy with this company, right? Will I be happy with them as in this company? I mean, I think you could be. Like, there's worse situations to be in, you know what I mean? Like, should I say accept this offer or whatever? Like, I don't think it's the worst, honestly. You have the Hierophant here. You have the Page of Pentacles. You could, you know, be fairly solid and work in time. The pay may not be what you had wanted, but it's something. Again, it's giving an energy of like settling for what's in front of you, which is not always bad, right? Sometimes it can be not the best option, but I mean, it is what it is. It will support you to a certain degree if it's a job. Similarly to a person, like, it will support you to a certain degree. It's not exactly what you wanted, but it's a decent place to work at. King of Cups is here, so it tells me that the people or managers are good and solid, and in time things could be okay. Like, you won't be unhappy, right? So will you be happy? I'm so reluctant to say yes or no here. I think you'll be adequately satisfied, and if that's okay with you, then there you go. What's the guidance here? I will pull guidance. The Chariot in reverse. With the Magician at the bottom of the deck. If you want to hold out for something more, you can. 5 of Cups in the reverse is confusing. If you want to hold out for something more, you can. The Magician is telling me a story of manifestation. You have the tools to hold out for something more. If this is not an established thing, you can hold out for something more. If this is an established thing, maybe you can also hold out for something more, but it will be by your hand with the Magician. You have the tools to kind of do that. And that's going to be to focus on the affections. That's going to be changing your perspective on how you see the whole dynamic, right? And coming into more alignment of only looking at like mostly looking at the positive of the dynamic and leaning there and the like, it's work. But yeah, the Chariot in reverse for Will You Be Happy here as guidance is get in alignment with what you want truly, with what you ultimately kind of want and where you want to go and what your heart wants for yourself. And that'll be your guiding light, and whether or not this is okay for now or if this is something that you want to continue pursuing, right? One of those things of like, if you have to ask, it kind of tells you the answer. But I can understand like the practicalities of life of taking what you can get, taking what's in front of you, because it's what's in front of you. A bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush. So you decide if the 2 in the bush could be worth it still. Your choice, right? The lovers. Or a bird in the hand will be better. That's going to be your guidance, is to choose what's most in alignment with you, as opposed to straddling the fence. All right. Good luck with this one, pile number 2. I wish you so much. Keep your light on, good luck, and I'll see you in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if this served you. Bye. Oh, hey, Pulse. I thought I had time. Will you be happy with them? Yes or no? This reading's been quite challenging. Lots of nuanced messages coming out. So I'm very curious to see what yours is. Oh my god. If I see the Page of Wands one more in time. Like, all 3 piles have had the Page of Wands. And I was saying in the first pile, I was like, I've been seeing the Page of Wands a lot. And truly, she said, I'm still here. All right, will you be happy with them? Knight of Wands, Page of Wands in reverse, the Hierophant. Weird vibes. I'm going to shuffle for 2 more cards. Spirit, I need 2 more cards. Actually, aside from just 2 more cards, I need clearer energy on what I'm reading here. Will pile 6 be proverbially happy with them? Yeah. The Magician is crazy. The Magician did some flippies. It did ultimately come up in the reverse. Ooh. Okay, she's flipped. Whatever. You want to be reversed, babe? I mean, upright? Because you wildin' in these streets. Right. Whatever. Yeah, you could be happy with them. You could. There's so many people. Okay. The Hierophant, that's kind of a person. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Magician, that's kind of a person. King of Wands, bottom of the deck. I was thinking about you, girl. We got all the knights, all the wands, excuse me. We're just missing the queen. Look, a king of... King of cards. Who else? Who else come to play? Greet the Empress. Amazing. Hanged Man. Bro. Oh, this got so complicated. It's like rain on your wedding day. House 6. Ugh, we meet again. Could you be happy with them? Yeah. A free ride when you've already paid. Some good advice that you just can't take. So, oh! I quit. I quit. I was looking for the King of Pentacles, you know. When we got the King of Wands, the King of Swords, I was like, is the King of Pentacles under here? No. Instead, we pulled to the Empress, the Earth energy. Girl, I call everybody girl. When I tell you Spirit lives in the house of Lemire, Spirit lives in the house of Lemire. Bricks are made from Spirit in the house of Lemire. Now, if only I could understand this message on whether you'll be happy with them or not. The King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're someone who, or whatever this thing is, once you commit to something, you commit to it. And that is, I don't know, your blessing and your downfall, I guess, in some way. I don't want to say downfall, but that is something great that'll take you far, and that will determine how you go about determining your happiness, right? We had the Magician doing some flippity flips, and even the Page of Wands doing a little bit of action in the upright. And I do feel those energies are very real. I think your happiness in this situation that depends on how much, I don't know, effort you're willing to put, how much the tools that you have, if you have them, you're willing to follow through on with the Page of Wands and do. I think for some of you in this, could you be happy with them? Yeah. But it's almost like you continue to flip-flop over, I can do this, and oh, why did I do this? But you're committed to doing it, right? Some good advice that you just won't take. Rain on a wedding day. It's a wedding. I'm not going to cancel a wedding over some rain. Are you kidding me? Oh, I found out some, I walked in and haven't you people ever heard of Closing the Damn Door? Right? That whole song where he sees the bride kissing someone else or whatever. And it's like, no, the wedding is still going. Like you get committed, okay? It's giving earth sign. But, I mean, it's just giving anybody with Taurus energy. I'm kidding. I mean, isn't the Hierophant Taurus? Just committed as fuck. Stubborn. But, I mean, again, that's a good thing, right? That's a great trait that'll take you far. But it can also be a trait that devalues your future time. Because you're so dogged about something, you or this dynamic or this situation or this people. This is really going to depend on your ability to do what you need to do. And with the Page of Wands and the Magician both just sort of saying we're going to stay in the reverse, that does give me pause over whether you yourself truly want to use your tools and your wherewithal and your ability and your time dedicated to this thing. I think this is something that you can entertain until you get more information on whether or not you want to continue entertaining it. And I think I will say that you have the blessing of entertaining this dynamic. I think you need to hear that. I know I would. I'm someone who's committed to doing like the right thing and making the right choices at all times. And while that's a beautiful thing, that's also like a prison, because you don't allow yourself to be fucking human, to live and enjoy a crush and enjoy a connection that may not be your future spouse, that may not be the job of your dreams, but it is something that, like, along the way, enjoy it. especially when you're on a very specific kind of journey. So I am going to say that I do feel that Spirit would be saying here that if you want to entertain something, Allah the Knight of Wands wanting to entertain something, you can. Just in your core, trust that your core has the ability to discern that you can actually take the good advice once you yourself see the value in it as good advice for you and your journey. I think this is something that you definitely need to hear, because if you want to know if something's going to be making you happier long term, try to you know what makes you happy. You're discerning of that. Queen of Swords here really saves the day in telling me that you are someone, or someone in this dynamic is discerning enough to know when to call something quits, to know when to pull that Libra energy of the Empress as opposed to the Tauran energy of the Empress, of being dogged, balancing out that Venusian vibe of saying, hey, actually, we're going to end this, and the Tauran part going, oh yeah, okay, fine. Right? That earth energy being balanced by that air energy of saying, hey, you know what? No. Even with the King of Pentacles showing up here, if something doesn't feel like it's got long-term stability, you'll enjoy it while you need to enjoy it. But once you realize that, hey, this is not long-term stability for me, I will cut it off. So that's what I'm seeing here. I think whether you're going to be happy or not, you're still going to try and figure it out. At least you're guided to, or at least I'm seeing you could still play and figure this out and mingle in this energy. Yeah, Knight of Wands, right? But the page is really important. I know people shit on pages, but like, I don't. I think they have definitely a big place. They're that seed manifested, and that's important. These are different energies. This is a graduation, yes, but that's a very different energy from a page. So a page of Wands showing up in the reverse, I put some respect on that. But the nice thing for you is, will you be happy with them? You will make sure that you enter into a commitment that makes sense for you. And so as soon as it stops making sense, you will leave. You will cut it off. Okay, a Tauran energy, I think once they finally get to the point of cutting something off, they will cut it off, right? Very quickly. But until you see that it's not going to be fruitful for you, you're going to play. So I'm going to put one more card. I thought so. I really, really thought so. I knew it was going to be upright, because that would have been crazy if it wasn't. I was really like, this has to be upright. It was going to be upright. And the fact that it's the Lovers, excellent. The Judgment at the bottom of the deck as well. The Justice, of course, that Libra energy. Didn't I say Spirit lives in a house, Lemire? Didn't I say Spirit is Citizen Prime, the Emperor, King, Lord of the Illumination? Come on now. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That's totally fine. Ace of Wands. Ooh, sexy. The Judgment. And who else was it? The Justice. Absolutely. You're going to make a fair choice. Listen, I think if you are sort of like guided to like make your choice, like you can play. I think you can play. The Lovers here is saying like you can play. And ultimately, could you be happy with this dynamic? Yeah, you could. Once you give it the chance, like a fair chance. Actually give it a chance. Don't make a and this is where that Tauran energy shines, and even that Libran energy, the Venusian energy of the Empress, basically, that says, I will see something through to the point up until. So you'll entertain it. Definitely the Knight of Wands is saying like, have fun, entertain whatever this dynamic is. If it's a job, will you be happy in this company? Try it out. Make a choice and see. Ask the questions that you need to ask. You know, that Page energy in the reverse, the Magician. Get the knowledge that you need to know. And if what you get seems not exactly what you are wanting, but you still kind of feel like, I think I could still vibe with this for a bit, it could still get me something, go ahead, live the experience of it and see what the ultimate choice you want to make is with this. Because you might find some happiness in the forms that you didn't know to look at, because you were looking at your own preconceived notions, or you might find your happiness elsewhere. But either way, I think you come out on top with the Lovers here. I love that. because I love that the Judgment is here. I would have loved the Temperance as well. Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Anyway, and if this is a love romantic dynamic, check it out. Make the choice to check this out. See how it is. Give it a fair fighting chance, right? Like I was saying, the whole thing of not wanting to make mistakes and being dogged about what you want and all these things. And I don't think that's bad. But again, too much of anything cannot be helpful. And when we try to police destiny, when we try to police our own path, it's good to be protective of ourselves. It's good to watch our paths and not fall into the same fucking traps. With the Queen of Swords here and even the Justice coming up to back it up, little Libra and big Libra energy coming out, and even the Hierophant now, you have this ability. You've learned. You're no longer the same person that used to make the same missteps that they made in the past. You've learned. You've leveled up. You are now the judge, jury, and executioner. Okay, you are now the judge. You can look at information and see, oh, actually this is nice. And with the Knight of Wands, live it, right? Don't just be cognitive about this whole thing. Actually live it. Feel this experience. No cups. Crazy. Feel this experience. Maybe that's what the Magician is missing. The cup, right? In the reverse. The cup suit. Feel this energy. Feel what this could be like in this dynamic. Experience it. Knight of Wands is all about experiences. Experience it and then make an informed choice. So if you're wondering whether somebody's your future spouse and you're like, I don't know, but I'm keen and maybe they're kind of keen or maybe I should pursue them, I mean, try it. And if they're not, they're not. Like, you're going to be like, it's kind of like you can try it out and actually feel the experience of this person in this dynamic. Because you're capable of getting out if you need to. If this is a role, try it out. If this is an experience, try it out. If this is a group of people, try it out. And if you've already tried it out and you've made a choice that you don't want to, baby girl, I call everybody girl, make the choice and cut it off. You got this. Number 6, that was awesome. These wild ass readings are so fruitful. Like, they feel really good to me. Thank you so much for being here, Pal 6. I really hope that served you. And if it did, why not leave a like? Why not let me know that it did serve you in the comments? And someone else might read that and be like, oh, bet, cool. And if you are new, subscribe. Because as you can see, Spirit is in the walls and air in the house of Lemire. All right, my friends. I'll see you next time. Keep your light on. Good luck. Bye-bye. Hey there, Paul 8. I'm thirsty. Tomorrow's another day. Paul 8, will you be happy with them? These readings have been so interesting. Like, Spirit's really out here today. It's been such a blessing. Spirit, will Paul 8 be happy? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. The tower. Oh my god. Oh my. I'm not even oh my god and at the tower, bitch. I am oh my godding at the fucking Page of Wands. When I tell you, Paul 8, that the Page of Wands has shown up the entire reading. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this hoe has shown up in every single reading. Never has that ever happened. There are 78 cards in the deck, okay? And I read reversals because I love me a good rotation, all right? This boy has come out twice upright, twice in reverse. It doesn't even matter. The fact that in this whole deck of 78 cards, this boy decided to say, I'm here. I'm here, folks. I'm here. I am her, okay? I love it personally. Like, I'm kind of freaking out over it. I want to do a reading where I go over what the heck the Page of Wands means at this point. Okay. Will you be happy with them? 2 of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands, Ace of Cups. Yes. This is the easiest. Bye, Pal 8. Bye. Will you be happy with them? Yes, the Tower. I think this is something that is with the Two of Swords in reverse, which is giving me the weirdest vibes. Like, I feel like the Two of Swords is side-eyeing me. I feel like I'm in a crowded place and the Two of Swords keeps staring at me, and I feel very uncomfortable in a bad way. Like, I feel like my life is being threatened. I feel like I will be followed. Like, I don't like the Two of Swords in reverse right now. I don't like her. I may have to, like, figure this out. But with the Tower, I almost feel like in tandem with the Two of Swords, this thing is shocking. Okay, this, obviously, this thing is uncomfortable. It's almost like you're pushing away the fact that this will make you happy. That you will be happy with them. It really does kind of feel like that. Like you're kind of avoiding it. And the Two of Swords feels like an energy that is haunting you and it's making you feel scared. But once you stop and face your fear, you're actually like, oh, I was afraid of everything changing in my life because I will be happy with them. And that's terrifying because I'm not used to that. And that's actually really, really scary. Fucking creepy ass bitch, dude. What are you here? Why? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The Sun in reverse. It's fucking creepy, dude. The Four of Wands. Need I say more? Oh my God. High Priestess, please fix it. Fix it, Jesus, fix it. Queen of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Whatever. Listen, I feel uncomfortable saying this, and maybe this is my pile, because the other piles were so deeply interesting. But the fact that the Two of Swords is really giving me the most visceral reaction I have ever received. Not really. Today I've been getting a lot of fucking reactions. But this is like the most like fearful one. And it reminds me of one time when I was doing shadow work meditation for myself. And that shit, oh my God. And that example that I gave of like stopping and facing your literal like fear response and looking the shit in the eye. It broke me so completely. I mean, I just like wept. How does a self-meditation make you weep? This all relates to your reading. I'm trying to tie it back. It's because I saw a part of myself and I had been running, bitch. It was crazy. So anyway, that meditation aside, I can't even give you a link. This was like just a me meditation of like, I have been scared of something in me and I'm going to slowly look at it. And this took like several nights and like time because the fear response is so real. Oh. This feels like a rejection. Okay, will you be happy with them? Yes, you will. And this feels almost like you didn't. let me put this in love. Okay, in love, this is like meeting somebody and being like, oh, okay, and then maybe they're not your type, but you're getting an idea that could this be? Are we? And you thought your type was going to be look a certain way, sound a certain way, be a certain way, like the person you were going to end up with. And when you look at this person, you're kind of like, oh, what? This is not. And you fight it. You fight it. Now, it doesn't mean that this person is bad looking. They could be extremely good looking and you're like, I don't think I can handle that. It doesn't mean that this person could be like broke. They could be really very well established and you're like, oh shit, I don't think this could be, I can't hang. Or they could be somebody who's not as established. You know what I mean? Their voice could be not the type of voice that you thought you'd fall for. And you're like, this can't be it. Please stop fucking with me, Spirit. Please stop fucking with me, girl. And no, that's your person. You know what I mean? That's your person. And honestly, because they're your person, their voice becomes the best thing that you could ever hear, because by virtue of them being like your person. It's people like Adam Driver or like Benedict Cumberbatch, or like people who are not like stereotypically good looking, right? You look at Liam Hemsworth. Liam Hemsworth is a good looking dude. Like, that is a good looking ass man. You look at Chris Evans, that is a good looking. You look at Jake Gyllenhaal, that is a good look. You look at him and we all agree that that is a good looking man. May not be your type, but that is a good looking man. And yet, you look at Benedict Cumberbatch and like, his goofy features are so hot because you've seen him be who he is. Same with like Adam Driver. Goofy features that like, oh my God, you're even more down bad for them than you ever would be for a Liam Hemsworth or a Jake Gyllenhaal or a Chris Evans. You know what I mean? Like, whoa. Because they're so unique. Yeah, so I'm just cheering you on. Because if this was my pile, I'd be feeling several ways of, fuck no, I want what I want. And it could be that you get exactly what you want. You never thought you'd get it. And you're like, oh God, I thought I'd be fucked. No, you were not. Anyway, the sun shines a little too brightly. You know what I mean? Whatever. So we're moving on. Will you be happy with them? Yes, you will be. Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, Two of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun in reverse. This feels like a no-brainer. This feels like it should be a no-brainer. And it feels like a part of you is saying, no, maybe it's too soon, right? Maybe, shit, it's too soon for me to meet this person, or it's too soon for me to like have this job. I'm not done fooling around and like being free. Or maybe it's like, crap, but this is the job, this is the group, this is the chance, this is the thing, but like, I wasn't ready. I wasn't in the right, I wish I wore a different wig. Like, I don't know your life, you know what I mean? Something like that. Whatever that means. Will you be happy with them? Yeah. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. You will. It'll be nice. And it'll be a no-brainer. Like, that's what I'm getting. But there's also, like, a hesitancy to me saying that. It'll be a no-brainer, but also such a... But it'll be something that's so obvious. Why are you here? Because you don't... You're doubtful. You're doubting your clarity. Just take it slow. Even if you're clear, even if you're unclear, even if you don't want it, but you do... Just take it slow. Take your time. Just because you've met the one or the ones or the it or the thing, like you've got the role of the movie, you've got you've got the job, you've got the thing that you wanted, does not mean that you'll mess it up. You might, but like, I mean, listen, it's fine, right? Just take it slow. You will be happy there. You're not gonna mess it up. But still, take it slow. Take it easy. Take it easy. Any guidance for this pal? Four of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. I love that for you. The Hierophant. Excuse me, the Emperor. Build. The Ten of Wands. Work hard. Oh, the Tower. We're back. Will I be pretty? Que sera, sera. Listen, take your time, okay? Just because you will be happy or whatever doesn't mean that, you know, tomorrow the sun doesn't rise and it's still a Monday and it still rains in April and life still happens. So take it easy. Take it easy and enjoy the feeling, enjoy the process. This thing is going to be 60% feels and 40% concrete. I don't know what that means, but it makes a 10 and I like that. It makes two of my favorite 10s, the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. This thing's gonna have happiness to it. Oh my God. And longevity too. And it starts with 6 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, the 4 of Pentacles. Holding your peace, seeking stability, going at a pace that makes sense, offering something when you can, and being open about when it's hard, and being open about how happy you are, and being open about how doubtful you are. If not to yourself, I mean, if not to the others involved, then to yourself, and just pacing yourself. The sunshine will, still be there. Just take your time. I feel like you are blocking the sun, but I don't think it's bad because the sun will always still rise. 4 of Pentacles here is a level of insecurity, yes, but it's also a level of like stability in a way. Take your time. That's all I can say. Pile 8. Will you be happy with them? Yeah. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Let me know your thoughts on this reading, if you know what this was about. I like reading your perspectives because I'll read something, and a lot of you are really, really good, especially in the membership. Like, people are really good about being cognizant of like, oh, okay, this story resonates, but it resonates on the other side or from this different angle, and I like reading that. So let me know how this fits for you. If this reading was for someone else you're involved with, you will be happy with them. They're happy with you. They're just freaked the fuck out. Like, yo, take it easy on them. Give them time. Okay, Pile 8? All right, babe. Yeah, Temperance is like, give them time. Be patient. Hey, I will see you on the flippity flip. See you in the comments. Subscribe, like the video. I'd love to see those numbers go up. Keep your light and good luck. I am going to do a reading right now. You know about it. They don't know about it. I'm going to put a pin somewhere where I talk about the Page of Wands because we need to talk about that boy. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey there. The Page of Wands showed up multiple times in this reading. In fact, all in this reading. And I wanted to look into what that means for this reading. Okay. I want to know what it means for this reading. Spirit, may you clarify the Page of Wands and the meaning behind it in this reading for will you be happy with them? Oh my god, okay, good. 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 7 of Swords, one more. Lots of wands. Yeah. Okay, I will actually take these like this. I'm not in the mood to... So the Page of Wands as a whole is really an energy of curiosity and enthusiasm, excitement, sparks. To me, the Page of Wands in my personal life, it's been showing up quite a bit, and it represents to me like crush energy. It's almost like the new love energy. Yeah, crush energy. You could argue that Page of Cups is a crush. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense. But there's something about the Page of Wands that feels a little bit more crushy for me. Maybe it's because, I don't know. But something that has like energy and movement to it. I don't know the difference between the two at this particular moment in time. Anyway, it's also, like we were saying, like it's about exploration, right? There's a lot more action behind it to me. So does a Page of Cups though. Anyway, adventure. I already said exploration and exploring things, excitement. It's someone who's like traveling, right? It's someone who, it's a messenger that is bringing a message that ignites passion, that is more than sweet. It's something that stirs something like within, right? Like there's curiosity there. And I guess a Page of Cups would be maybe more direct. And a Page of Wands is someone sort of watching from afar, but having that passion. So yeah, crush energy in that way. that's not fully acted on, which is crazy because it's like wands. Anyway, and the reverse, which is showed up, is obviously like showing hesitation, blockages, and those excitement, exploration, and all those things, delayed, inconsistency, frustration, impulsiveness, not really knowing like where it's going, what it's doing, stalling, right? Where in the upright, it's like intrigue, interest, and like kind of watching in a way, but not like a Page of Swords. It's like a planning energy to me, whereas the Page of Cups, I suppose, would be something that's happened. Anyway, as it relates to this reading, we have the Eight of Wands that came up in also the reverse, but it's in the upright for sure. The Ten of Wands, which is labor. So lots of wands comes out representing their wand brother. And then we have the Cups energy here representing that Page of Cups slight spice with the cerebralness of that the Page of Wands carries. That planning, that Two of Wands energy. So in this reading of will you be happy with them, the Page of Wands was a massive signifier of the conflict that is going on for one to ask such a question, and for one, when one doubts and is confused over whether passion will fizzle out, or whether passion will become conflict, or whether curiosity will turn into something uncute. Ten of Wands, same, like, will this affection become a burden, or will it grow to be something that burns brightly? Because Ten of Wands is not just hard work, it's also passion to me. It's something that feels good and something that will be remembered, as opposed to just sort of like a moment of sweetness. Like the Six of Cups or Page of Wands. Then there's the Eight, which is about communication. It's about movement. It's about action. But it did come up in some weird ways. So the Page of Wands being stalled between taking some type of small action gestures, or thinking about what that looks like, what that could be in this energy of will you be happy with them? Like, is this something that I need to continue? I think the nice thing here is the page shows that seed in us that is very consistent of like the Ten of Wands journey of I've come from something and I know that I can put in the work towards an endeavor if I know the payoff will be great. But I've also come from that same thing that showed me that sometimes my efforts are unvalued. And I need to know whether I should invest in this and move forward, Page of Wands, or not. And so I need to know what to do. Page of Wands in reverse. I'm thinking, I'm doubting, I'm planning, I don't know what to do. I'm here, but I'm not. Seven of Swords. The Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups is the Page of Wands has passion. Like, you're not going to stop the Page of Wands from going on the Page of Wands' journey. And even when the Page of Wands is in reverse, it shows doubt, but the doubt exists because it still wants to go. It just wants to make sure that this is going to be worth its while. And whether or not this is the right decision to go on. The Page of Wands wants to follow its heart. The Page of Wands wants to do what the Page of Wands does, which is explore and go and be curious and see something through. And is intrigued by something. So this is you guys showing intrigue over whatever situations you were checking on in this. Well, I shouldn't say you guys, I should say you. You checking on this situation to see if it's worth the adventure or not. If it's worth the time and effort that the Page of Wands would bring forth. And I think I saw the Devil. I don't remember where I saw the Devil, but I think the Page of Wands can become the Devil energy. This Ten of Wands, of this amount of passion and effort being put into something, can become something that you're bound to. because it was something that once brought you joy, because it was something that once felt familiar, because it was something that you thought and strategized over and over and over, because it was something that you invested in, put in so much effort and time and energy into, something that you fought for and thought through ad nauseum. It's so easy to see how that commitment of the Page of Wands in a dynamic, whether it'll make you happy or not, because it did make you happy at some point, so you keep chasing that, can turn into a devil energy where you're bound to the high. You're bound to the idea and stuck and committed to that. So this basically tells me that the Page of Wands showing up in this reading multiple times is really sweet, in that it shows like your will and your affection towards something. Now, for some it came up in the reverse, if some it came up in the upright, I'd say at the end of the day, it still shows the emotional tone of intrigue and interest and curiosity at base, but in the upright or reverse, showing how much energy and effort you want to continue putting forth, or how much energy and effort is being given to you to continue exploring something consistently and committing to it as a Page of Wands, or pulling back and not taking the next steps because you're unsure of whether they're worth the amount of energy, time, commitment, hassle that it may require, should it not be what's for you. Interested but hesitant because of what you've been through, and also what you're seeing from this dynamic and what they're giving you. Feeling unsure and uncertain, but still the interest, the spark of the Page of Wands being there. So it's really, really interesting. I think, yeah, the Six of Cups shows that youthfulness as well, of being burned before, with the Six of Cups in this sort of weird position of wanting to be engaged, but uncertain of what it'll look like. How will I look? How will I feel? Will this feed me? Will this be weird? Very, very interesting. The Page of Wands has been showing up so much. I had to do this. I don't know who watched this. I did, though. Hey, future Luz. Did I? Hey, now Luz. And hey, you. If you watched the Page of Wands, if you watched this part, leave me like, I don't know. I don't know what emoji represents the Page of Wands. Like, there's no stick emoji, is there? Leave me, I don't know, a sun emoji, I guess. Or you can just write the words Page of Wands with like a winky face. I'm gonna forget that I said that, and I'm just gonna be like, why is everybody winking at me with the Page of Wands? Thank you so much for watching this and hanging out with me to decipher what that was about. Oh my gosh, we figured it out. I'll see you next time. Keep your light on. Good luck. Bye-bye. Thanks for being here.